Like, can we speak a little bit like on that in terms of like
Sure.
like the difference between a DJ slash MC, if you get what I'm trying to say, like for the people that don't understand.
Yeah, well, so for instance, in the rave scene anyway, started off where obviously the DJ would be there. DJ generally would have a microphone, and but before mixing became a thing, the DJ would be primarily, you still get them at weddings and stuff like that, where they're like, the next track's from so and so, and and they're telling you, go up, the buffet's now open, stuff like that, and that's the real origins of MCing. And when it got to the rave days, the DJ was busy starting to mix, turntablism and mixing was coming to the fore, so having a separate person that could pick up the microphone and hype the crowd. That's how it started out, and then hyping the crowd came from like, come on and make some noise and put your hands in the air, to MCs starting to bring lyrics and stuff like that. And MC stood for master of ceremonies. You were the person who was in charge of introducing the next act, and you get MCs in the comedy scene who they're the compere, the people who keep the crowd warm in the middle and then introduce the next act and stuff like that. So it's an extension of that. And like you mentioned, when it moves on to, you're talking about North London in more recent times, when you've got grime and stuff like that, and drill and all these kind of genres, where MCing went from potentially, I guess, from garage and grime and hip hop and stuff like that. That's when MCing went from a more hype thing to lyrics, and you've seen success from like garage artists getting into the charts and stuff, like all these kind of acts who are starting to get like chart success by putting actual songs together rather than just like hyping up over the beats. So it's a kind of interesting transition, and I almost went full circle when I started doing my Destructive Tendencies project. I started getting back in the microphone more and recording lyrics on the songs. So rather than just performing like kind of freestyle flow and hyping the crowd as I worked, I would be recording more kind of theme-based songs that I would then perform live as we DJ'd, and I would like do the lyrics live over the microphone as well, and that created a more of a show that other artists weren't doing at the time, and we were kind of really kind of making headway when we were playing in Europe a lot. So that was me kind of going full circle from when I started it in the 90s to the kind of 2000, I guess 10, 11 through until maybe just before the pandemic, when I was like getting back on the mic more and more. So it's a a real distinction. And as we get to these days, like now, there's even, I guess, less MCs in terms of the circles that I move in. I still do some old school sets or older sets where we have MCs who do more lyrical based stuff, but generally the kind of shows that I'm playing these days is Joey Riot. Kind of reinvented the brand again. I'm taking up the mic as well as DJing, so I'm hyping the crowd. I'm not doing lyric based stuff like I used to, but I'm just kind of taking control. Those lulls that happen are just the egging the crowd on when they need it. You just need that little kick up in energy. All those years of doing it has given me that kind of base that I know when to say the right thing and when to shut the hell up. That's an important thing for MCs. Sometimes you need to know when to